All right. Mm, 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 mm. All right. What are the highs and lows this time? Oh, wow. We fell a lot. So we're kind of in the middle of the range still. Steve. Morning, Drew. All right. I need to set up my trading stuff. I am not ready to take a trade yet. See, this is why I need to consolidate, because like I have so many windows, so many things to keep track of. This is why I want to eventually get to one button trading. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. We still have 9 minutes left. All right. And then post this on Discord. Good morning. Good morning. How do you say your name, man? What's the X replacing? What's the vowel there? Is it Shomai, Shimai, Shamai? I need to know. Shamay. Okay. Shamay. Okay. Cool. Spell Shamek. Man, that's confusing. Shamay. Okay. It's pronounced Shamay. Okay. Got it. I'll remember that. We got 5 minutes left. Um, so we kind of fell after hitting all-time highs. So is it over now? It might be over. So it's kind of holding here. So we could sweep this and go higher, or we could go up, and there are a bunch of bearish fair value gaps here. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Fat and Go? How's my eval going? I've been in a standstill for about a week. I have it's $2,000 profit on this account, so I need like a grand more, but I've been stuck in like the 2,000 range for about, I want to say like 3 weeks almost. Yeah. So it's been a while, man. I've been stuck here for a while. Morning, Buffalo. Morning, Travis. Good to see everybody here. Market makers still haven't sent volume to the market yet. No actions for me so far. Okay. So you haven't taken a trade this year yet? We got like a minute left here. Just watching, I'm not liking how slow it is. I'd rather study. Wow, okay. I was saying yesterday how I might be the only YouTuber at least that haven't taken a trade this year. But good for you, man. Good discipline. The OCO brackets don't seem to show the take profit and stop loss when putting in the limit trade. Is there something I missed? Uh, Let me just double check. Because once you get in a trade, it should show you. Um, oh, Buffalo, did you get your funded account, by the way? All right, market's open. You got your XFA. Okay, cool. See, I told you. You know they take a while sometimes, but eventually they'll give it to you. All right. Let me show you what it looks like once you get in a trade. All right. How do I do this? All right. So I go over here, change the. So this is the image I have, but I'm gonna change it to this one. That's way too small though, huh? So I don't know if you can see, this is what it looks like if you do an OCO bracket on topstep once you get in the trade. So you see that on the bottom it says limit buy, and then at the top it says smart or stop market buy. So that's what it looks like. At least it should look like that. Have you taken any payouts with Lucid? No, not yet. Not yet. It does not for me unless it's a separate window somewhere. Did you on this window, did you set it up below the you know how you have the buy button and the sell button on the right? Did you set it up right there? There's a option for OCO bracket right there. Make sure you set that up. I'm very far away from taking a payout from Lucid. I'm nowhere close. The only close one that, I mean, technically I can already take a payout from topstep, but I'm trying to build a bigger buffer, so I'm not taking any payouts in the near future. All right, we're coming back down here, hitting the lows. Does it only show when I do? It should show both market buys and limit buys. I would think. I only do limit orders, but I still think it probably should show up when you do market buys or sells. Just hopped in the Discord. Do you plan to implement roles such as funded or payout verified? I mean, if you guys want me to. But I feel like that's more for like prop firm Discord, right? But if you guys want me to, implement that, let me know. Because I really don't have any ideas when it comes to roles, right? True, I think it'd be still cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah, I'm very new to the Discord game, so I really don't have any plans. But I'm trying to do a giveaway on it pretty soon here. I was gonna do a giveaway with my next video, but I'm not making any videos because I'm not taking any trades. So I'm just like sitting on these accounts. But it should be fine. Alright, now we're going back up. I just got another 25k eval with Lucid, just locked in 625 to stay at 50 consistency. Nice. Good job, man. Personally, I think 25k is a little too shallow for me in terms of like the max loss limit. But that's just me. Because like I always trade minis. So try to stick to 50k. But yeah, man, if you made 625, you should pass the next day. Very cool. Definitely didn't show up. I'm gonna look into the settings. Yeah, I mean, check the settings, but then also just check the right side. There's a column where you put in your orders, there's like a OCO bracket drop down menu. Make sure that's set up as well. Um, it's like harder. It's like difficult than it should be, so it's not ideal. But somehow, some way, I got it to work. So you checked it. I set it to OCO. Okay, let me show you screenshot of my settings. Maybe that'll help you. Uh. Feel that I trade minis at times as well, but I scalp so it's not for a few trades. My funded is up 2,700, so I'll take my first max payout today. Nice, man. Making money already. Very nice. Keep going. Just try not to just stay humble, okay? Don't do what I did. All right, let me see. How do I send this over? All right, we're kind of stuck in this range still, which is not a good sign at market open here. So not a lot of volume. All right, whoa, that's way too big. All right, you might have to kind of zoom in there to see that, but that's pretty much my setting. Nothing too crazy, just one OCO bracket, you know? And if you have the same settings and still doesn't work, then I'll reach out to support. Then I don't know what's going on. All right, cool. Hope that was helpful. 100%, brother. Yes. Let's make lots of money this year. I'm ready. Even though I got a slow start, but that's all right. Ah, God, my leg. "2026 is gonna be great for the markets." I hope so. But there's also that looming threat of like potentially AI bubble, right? I mean, it could take a few years for that to pan out, so it might not be this year, but oh, okay. Wow, look at that dump. We're picking up speed here. Let's see, how big are these moves? Yeah, pretty rippy today. Okay, NQ has been just falling, huh? So NQ kind of led the way here. See, now YM is going up. Like, how does this make sense? YM is like almost the opposite of ES and NQ now. All right. So we did get a close below the range, but I'm watching for it to come back up now, which it might not do because it looks like it's dumping hard. All right, we're getting a push up here. So that could have been like a Judas swing. Wow. Look at that recovery right there. So right now I would want it to kind of fall back down here. for something that I'm looking for, but we'll see if that happens. So that was a strong bullish move, but we're still making a lower high here. So it could come back down, I think. It is coming down. Yeah, going back up now. Going for the highs now. But we're pretty much almost at 10 a.m. So probably have to look for a setup then. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, we got about 3 minutes left until 10 a.m. here. It looks pretty bullish so far. How long can you not trade before your accounts go inactive? Usually they're 30 days. I looked this up, but the only exception on the accounts I have is Alpha Futures. I think their cutoff is like 10 days or something. But usually the standard is 30 days. Now it's coming down. It's coming down, but it's coming down a little too late because it's the new hour. But I can't imagine going 30 days and not trading unless you're actually like on vacation or you can't be at the computer. Hopefully that's not me. It's coming down. We might hit the low pretty soon. Right off the bat here. We need a bounce from Nvidia if we want any potential market save. It's so weird to me that we rely so heavily on Nvidia, but it makes sense. I think Nvidia looks somewhat bearish short term. Kind of ranging already. I mean these were decent moves, but we opened right here and we're kind of back to where we were. Wow, okay. Going back up, I guess. Alright, so we are still bullish. What's the strategy or entry you're looking for? I'm waiting for close above the hourly range and then close back inside for one. So until that happens, I'm not really interested. So I mean, it does look like we're getting something right now because this was the 9 a.m. range high. We just poked above it, so I think we're in a market where things don't really. It's like once the market picks a direction, it goes there like super fast rather than kind of back testing or not back testing, kind of like pulling back a little bit because I did put in a few orders the past couple days, but and my direction was correct, but it just never came back to fill me in. So it's like by the time I put in the order, I'm like too late, which means the market is kind of too eager to kind of go to that direction rather than um, doing a little pullback, doing a little retest. But so that's I think that's the market condition we're in right now. That's why I'm not getting any trades. So right here it closed above. Are you looking for an entry around here? No. I need now that it closed above, I need it to close back inside. So I'm employing the idea of power of 3, right? But I've been kind of like seeing how like let's say the price closes above the range here. If you entered right afterwards at the high, you could make a decent scalp right there. See how it closed above and then it tagged the high and then shot up? That's like five points right there. And that's been working the past like week. Obviously it doesn't work every time, but decent win rate. That's your strat, really? That's how you made so much money. Scalping those breaks, yeah. Nice, man. Let me know how that goes because I'm curious. Because I feel like I did, like before I came up with my strategy right now, I feel like I did back test that a little bit. I'm not sure. There was a reason why I didn't do it. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure it doesn't work every time or every month. So all right, we gotta retest again at the high here. If it shoots back up, then then that would be funny. How many trades do you take every day and what's your size? I take however many trades the market gives me. I do have a personal daily loss limit though, so that's the only limiting factor. And I trade one contract per account, pretty much. You need 1050 to pass this eval, yeah. But I've been stuck in this 2000 range since like middle of December, so it's been a while. But I'm not in a hurry to pass. I think we might get a close back inside, hopefully. Alright, so it looks like it hit the hourly high again and then it popped back up, so. What happened, Drew? Did something happen on NQ or something? You got on your fill so badly I had to exit the trade? Oh no. You got slipped or what? I was in the trade long already on my core account, made 290 because I had a TP, but on my pro, I set an order at the break and we broke so fast I got filled 5 points. What? At least it wasn't like crazy loss. But I assume you did a buy stop, huh? Or what do you call that? It's like you market buy when the price hits that level, whatever. That's interesting. Yeah, buy stop or whatever could have been really bad because I was only looking for a scalp. So lucky I was able to get out before anything crazy happened. Yeah, man. For that to happen and then lose only 50 bucks, yeah, you got lucky. The trade could definitely still go my way, but I would have had to hold through negative 350 to 450 drawdown on the trade. Um, I mean, if something goes wrong like that, I would just get out ASAP because based on experience, every time based on experience, every time something goes wrong in the beginning, then it never pans out. So, yeah. Especially on your Pro account, man. That's an expensive account right there. Hey, Hustler, what's up, man? Good morning. Still profited on my core account, though? Yeah. Yeah, man. Just slowly build that up and you'll get there. I feel like you'll pass it within this month. If you push through it, stay disciplined. Watching 65 and 60. Yeah, we're kind of ranging right now. It does look like it's going to roll over, but who knows? Oh. Oh my god, are you serious? I thought it was coming down, but we did that crazy candle again. All right, we are getting a close below finally. Finally. Just kidding, of course. Can't make it that easy. I think he's waiting for either of those levels to break. Because we've been ranging between 60 and 65 on the ES for like forever. Alright, we did get a close below now. I'm short 61, target 52. I don't know why, but I have to keep catching up to your live. Yeah, I don't know. I do notice that sometimes how like if I look at the preview it kind of lags a bit, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. We do see a 10 a.m. reversal once again here, creating that wick. Let's see how far this falls down, hustler. You get my strat. It's a fake out off of the 1 hour. Kind of, because it could still go up, right? So what I'm looking for is poke above and then close below, and then what it's gonna do, right? Because now is like the decision point. It's either gonna keep going up or it's gonna go down off of this, right? Bail 53 2 contracts. Nice, man. That's 8 points. 8 points 2 contracts. So, Hustler, how did you know to enter, I guess, in this move? You got more sell prints than any other times because, like, we hit 61s back here, right? But you didn't sell here. So, what made you sell 61 right here? You got more sell prints than normal. That's why. Saw prints start coming in, plus it was close to one of my levels. Okay. Yeah, I feel like those prints coming in, like being able to see that is a game changer. Because it's easy for you to get chopped around, you know, right here. Because like you could enter too early and then you could get stopped out. And good thing you bailed because it is reversing already. You did take a loss? Okay. So you tried it a few times. Mm. Once? Okay. Well, it worked out. Alright, here we're getting a push here. It is possible that I'm getting my setup here. Because we close above, close below. Now we're at a decision point right now. Are we gonna keep going up or are we making a lower high to go down? But it looks like we are gonna keep pushing up here. Oh. I don't know. It just made an equal high. So I don't know if this is like a lower high or just a brief pullback to go higher. It does look like it wants to go higher so far. Wild 15-minute candle if you take wicks into account. Are you talking about NQ? I guess either way, it's pretty crazy. Long 63 might be risky. Took me out. Break even. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, it might have been too soon there. I still think we're gonna go higher. Like we're making multiple equal highs up here, so I think you should take another stab at it, hustle it, but later, like once it really pushes up. Man, why is it falling down? All right, so I guess it was a lower high here. If it shoots back up, then we're back to being long. Wow, wow. That was lame. We got 7 minutes left. I can't believe all these crazy wicks up here. Massive fake out for sure. There goes my 52 target. Only got 3. Shorted 55. Okay. That's still a win. But love this 10 a.m. candle right here. So I guess we bounced off of this whatever you call this, and looks bearish. Might go lower. Next target 45, but looking for a bounce first. All right, we're getting a bounce. Okay, what's up with this bounce? Really messing with people today at this hour. Are we gonna sweep those equal highs? Pretty much bounce off of my target 52. Yeah. This last minute push here into the next hour. Wow. That was a wild bounce right there, guys. Really don't know what to make of that. But at least we're at the top of the range already. That's good news. We just swept that high right here. We have this high now. So we basically wanted to sweep this low, I guess, before going higher. Crazy. Crazy price action today. Is that NQ? No, this is ES. My hunch is that we break to the upside today. I think so. I think we're going to go higher for sure. At least here. But we'll see how far it goes up. 65 might break, go higher. If not, I think it's headed right back down. Really? There's no way it's going to come back down again. We're making too many equal highs up here. Maybe it'll do a sweep. That could be possible. Oh my god, it's coming down. What is happening? It couldn't even like poke above just a little bit. Still hope if 60 holds. I mean, so far it could be just like a brief pullback to go higher. So the dream is still alive. You did get a long signal at 62, but I'm done, I think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is like if it goes up here. It looks pretty weak. I'm not, the bounce isn't here yet. I wonder how many people are losing their accounts today. Just from this area. Seems pretty crazy. Oh my god. Is this seriously gonna drop? How does NQ look? Maybe NQ is a little cleaner. NQ is making lower highs here, so it is still bearish. YM is making higher highs though. YM is like the opposite of everything for some reason. I can't believe it's coming down. Just funny to me. This is like classic, like, ascending triangle, right? I bet a lot of people bought here thinking that we're gonna break out. Well, this morning, yeah, I'm here for it, man. I'm here to watch the fireworks. I think this area will be interesting because, like, potentially this is like a bounce area. Because we did technically make a higher high if you count wicks as making a higher high. Because, like, so it could be turning bullish again, but we'll see what kind of bounce we get. Too dangerous in NQ for market trades. I mean, it looks like NQ's a little cleaner than ES. Because, like, it consistently makes lower highs here. So it is like, it is a bit ranging, but it looks like we're rolling over, at least on NQ. But it could be a fake out, so. I just feel like this is like too much to just leave it unattended, you know? We need at least like a sweep. Like a big FU candle, boom, sweep, and then come back down or something. But it looks like we're getting a little bit of bounce here. You want to go take a shower? I don't want to miss anything. Just take a 30-second shower, you know? That's pretty much what I had to do when I was in the army. Or you could, like, if you have an iPad, I take my iPad everywhere if I have to leave the computer. Man. That's fair. Just hard to make a trade, and my OCO brackets aren't working right. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. You should definitely reach out to support. But, you're not going to hear from them for at least 2 days. RIP. $55 good bounce. I mean, we tried it already, right? We tried it to bounce once here, but it came back down, so. I feel like if you usually don't trade past 11, I would stay out, right? Like you guys are just looking for trouble if you're not used to trading right here. We're trending lower in NQ. Yeah, I mean NQ looks a little cleaner. It looks like we're rolling over. We might go lower here. But I just can't believe ES is gonna leave all this. And then, maybe we'll come back up later in the day to tag this, or maybe even tomorrow. But that's very interesting. Second attempt. You're done? Okay. Yeah. You're usually done by now, so only took one trade? Okay. Was I in the army? Yeah. Not the army here, but army in Korea. Long time ago. Do something, man. We're stuck in basically the middle of my range right here, so you know, I really want to get a trade in during the stream, but looks like it's not happening again. Oh, gotcha, nice. I'm in the Air Force National Guard. Oh, really? Nice. Is that like the reserves for the Air Force? You trained with the Korean Army back in '05 and '06. Okay, cool. I assume you mean with the Katusa. That's what we call it. The arm of the Korean Army that works with the US Army. '05 and '06. Damn. I was in there 2013 to 2015. Oh, come on. National Guard is state, not federal, though. Okay. Right, okay. That makes sense. Until we deploy and stuff like that like that where then we are federal technically. Okay. Yeah, that is interesting. I would understand like an army national guard, right? Because like if you belong to the states, the concept of an army makes sense, but then Air Force or Navy, I feel like if what if you're a state that doesn't have waters, right? I guess you wouldn't have a Navy then. So it's kind of a weird concept. There goes my 55 bounce. Wasn't good for a scalp. Just watching my ideas play out. 55 and a bounce? Okay, like super quick scalp, like 3 points. But let's see how far we can take this bounce. I feel like this could be the bounce to take out the highs here. Looks pretty strong so far. Fourth time's the charms, yeah. I mean, it's a strong bounce here. Here it comes, guys. Is it working? We did take out that lower high, but this is still a potentially a resistance area. All right, 62. Here it comes. Let's push through the 62 right now. But it is having trouble for now. Oh my god, it's falling back to Jesus. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I would say so. It's like you really can't figure out what the direction is. How long has this been going on? Like since pretty much 10 a.m. Like after this push up, we've been kind of ranging like crazy. 55 again? Yeah. We're stuck between 55 and 62, I guess now. You can't trade tomorrow, so I'm going to stay on the charts till about noon. Okay. Sounds good. Man, if I don't trade tomorrow, I feel like I've never went a week without a trade. It's also news tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow has to be. What is tomorrow? There was a nice little chart here. Employment report. Ooh, exciting. Exciting stuff. I know a lot of people got chopped today. They got me once, yeah. I do wonder how many people lost their account today. Didn't get me. Can't fool me if you don't take any trades. But I mean, today was pretty bad. Maybe, this is to tell you that we're not truly back yet. Or maybe it's just a different market now. Because I swear the start of the year or start of a new month, like something changes. Something about the market changes. Like if your strategy didn't work on one month, it starts working every day on the other month. So I think there's some element of like who knows what it is, but it does change every month. I'm sure it changes every year. So maybe something else changed and maybe my strategy will never work. Who knows? You got lucky on one trade, yeah. One day, yes, one day, man. Hopefully at least one time this month. That's my goal. I mean, I'm very close to, taking trades, and I did put in some orders, right? But I never got filled. The market condition is just not fit for my strategy right now. All right, we are falling. We're back to the middle of the range again. How does NQ look? I mean, NQ looks pretty clean. It keeps making lower high and lower low. So we're bearish on NQ. When you actually do take a trade, what are your stop loss and TP requirements? I do 20 ticks and 20 ticks TP and then 10 ticks stop loss every time. So 5 points TP and then what? 2.5 stop loss? Oh man. Now we're gonna bounce again. Oh my god. Bro. Bounce, bounce. Yeah, I know. So, I mean, at least for ES, you could say we swept this low now and this one. And now we're bouncing to maybe finally tag this. Oh my god. Like, look at this price action. It's beautiful. It's Bart Simpson. Looks like it's holding. Long signal 59, but not trading, not enough volume for me. It could work. 59. Looks like it's popping. 3 handles so far. Nvidia lost all movement. Yeah, Nvidia is bearish to me. I still don't understand your strat. You wait for a close above and then close back in the previous hourly. A close on what time frame? 1 minute. So last hour was a good example of like being very close to a setup. Let me show you. Let me get the previous high. So this was the hourly high of what, 6 a.m. or sorry 9 a.m. candle. So what I'm looking for is close above the hourly high, which happened right here, and then close back inside the range, which happened right here. And now it needs to go up here to kind of pick the direction for me. Either it's going to go up here and then keep going up, or fall down, right? So it did come up here, but then this push up wasn't good enough. Like it was so close to like being good enough for me to like, choose a bias and be like, okay, I'm going to go short here, but it never came up high enough for me to be comfortable enough to take a trade. But at least as far as like what I'm looking for is close above, close below, and then it needs to come back up into the consolidating area pretty much. So like I said, I get pretty close to a setup every time. But it just doesn't pan out. Senate votes to block Trump from future military strikes on Venezuela. I can't believe like they think that's gonna stop Trump. And it's not even an overwhelming vote either. 47 people said no. So, whoa, look at that push. We just swept the highs. Wow. What's happening with NQ then? I don't know. We just swept the equal highs right there. Okay, now it can go down if it wants to. But I can't believe this like precision like sweep this low and then go for the other high. That is brutal. 59 would have been a nice long, yeah. If you entered 59, that's like almost 10 points. But that was some wild consolidation right there. So ultimately we're bullish, at least on ES, because we made a push up and then we made a huge bull flag. And if we end up keep going up, then we're bullish, but I don't know. You did, closed, and you're done. Nice. Good job, man. You waited for the perfect moment to go long right there. When I open my signal service, these are the trades I want to give people, of course. All of them not going to be bangers. Yeah. I think when you mentioned to move the stop to break even once it hits 3 points, I think that's good enough. And then people can just bail out whenever they want to, you know? And they'll learn, they'll learn themselves that if they hold it for too long that they're going to get burned. So I think 3 points every time would be like good enough. If you make 3 to 5 points every day, that's solid. Can we go higher now? I don't know, man. Because, like, we swept the highs now. So it could come back down now. And then NQ is still bearish. So who knows? Honestly, shouldn't have made the trade at all. But glad it worked out how it did. I don't want to hear about how you broke your rule then. That's a no-no for me. From a marketing standpoint, though, 3 and 5 points is harder to sell. It is. It is. But, you know, if you've traded enough in this market, you know the power of 3 to 5 points every day, right? Especially if you kind of use 2 to 3 contracts mini. So if you're missing out, you know. If you're looking for that crazy like 12 to 1 trade, then I don't know. You're just gambling. Because, like, think about it. If you can make 3 points consistently every day, just have more accounts. You know, if you have like 20 accounts making 3 points every day, like, shoosh, printing money right there. Oh, why are we falling? Why are we falling? Oh my god. For my experience, I get more base hits versus home runs. Yeah, I think those base hits, like, they make you the real money. Home runs are like, they're fun. They're fun to watch, but it's like almost lucky, almost luck. Definitely not something reliable. Oh my god, we're falling hard, guys. So this was basically a sweep. Sweep of the highs. Those base hits add up, yeah. They do add up, man. Let's see, how does NQ look? Yeah, NQ is still somewhat bearish. ES is falling. YM is rolling over too. All right, I'm out if nothing happens until 12, which I know it won't, based on what we're watching. Definitely, I've been making 1 to 2 trades a day the past 2 weeks, making around 200 to $500, and I've dug out of a $1,500 drawdown on 2 accounts. Yeah, man, power up base hits, you know. Just uh, just keep doing that. 1 to 2 trades, making around 2 to $500. That's all you need, and you just have to expand by having more accounts. Not necessarily having a higher R&R ratio. How do you get multiple accounts with topstep? Um, well, what I mean is not accounts in the sense that you're making different like usernames, but I'm saying like different XFAs, right? Because you can have up to 5 XFAs on your one account. Copy trading, yes. You can copy trade by they have a copy trade option in the settings. I've noticed people always talk about win rate when it really doesn't matter too much. If you're 1% loss blows your account. Yeah. Yeah, win rate doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but then it does matter because the win rate kind of affects your mental state, right? You could have a working strategy with a lower win rate, but how does that affect you mentally? Like, are you able to stick through the losses and then wait for that one big win so you can come back? Because that's how I was in the beginning, and that's how I got my live account because I wasn't okay with it, but like math wise, it worked out. So I was like, okay, just keep going, and it worked out, right? But I think long term wise, like having a low win rate doesn't really help you mentally, even if you're making the money. So math wise, win rate doesn't matter, but then how you execute your trade and how you go day to day, it does matter in that sense. So I think having a better than 50% ish win rate might be the healthiest for you. Anything higher than 50% should be fine. But if you're like a stoic person that has no feelings and you're basically like a robot, then you can go as low as 25% or lower. We did make a higher low so far, but this could I think until we make another higher high, this could be just a pullback to go lower. But it looks like we're making a higher high right here. Maybe. Well, officially, wait, today's Thursday, right? Okay, so the last time I took a trade on stream was last Wednesday. So officially, it's been a week. Now I'm about to pass 1 week mark because I didn't take a trade today. All right, hustler, I'll see you tomorrow, man. All right, it's 12 o'clock, guys. I'm sure most of you are done by now, so I'll end the stream here. I'll keep watching the charts and see if I get a trade today. If not, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I don't end the week without a trade, you know? You can't leave now when the hourly range is breaking. I mean, like, I've had multiple instances where the hour starts with the range breaking, but nothing panned out, you know? And I can't wait around another hour. But you're right. Like, we're very close to the high right now. So maybe I'll get something within the next 30 minutes or so, but I'm heading out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Drew, you say you're not trading tomorrow, so I'll see you next Monday. Have a good weekend, man. See you in the morning. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Travis. Goodbye, everybody.